have 7 tattoos across my body, and here is exactly why I regret getting tattoos. And no, it's not because I don't like them anymore. It's because 10-15 years ago, no one has ever told me what a tattoo can do to your body. No tattoo artist, no tattoo studio has ever warned me that getting a tattoo can be a trigger for all kinds of mental health issues like anxiety, depression, panic attacks, also memory loss, brain fog, and many other neurological issues. So if you already have tattoos or you're considering getting a new ones, make sure to watch this video until the end. I will talk about exactly what is in the ink and how you can protect yourself. So if you want to get a new one, so you can do it in the safest way possible for your health. Usually there are different reasons why people regret getting tattoos. Let's say they don't like the artwork anymore. Maybe it didn't turn out the way they wanted it. Maybe it was an impulse tattoo and they didn't actually think through very well. Maybe it's not allowing them to perform in a professional setting, so they regret that now they can't work well because they have all these tattoos. So there are different reasons, but for me, it's all about how it affects my body and what it does to my health. And health is number one priority for me, has always been and will always be. Why are your tattoos harmful? It's because tattoo ink contains toxic heavy metals like aluminum, copper, nickel, cadmium, lead, mercury, and many other varieties of toxic heavy metals. And they prevent your tattoo from fading. So you have it for a couple of years, for 10, 20, 30 and more years, and it stays in your body. Have you ever noticed how tattoos seem to shine and pop out and really be like fresh, all because of the toxic heavy metals? Your skin is a very intelligent organ and is trying to push out any foreign invaders, including the ink. In this case, metals are added so that it fights the rejection of your body and it keeps the image permanent forever, the way it is on your skin. But what actually happens once the fresh tattoo fades? It actually going into your bloodstream, from there into your lymphatic system, then into your liver. It can stay for a while in your liver, hang out over there. Then it can go into your spleen, your bones, your pancreas. But the worst news is that it can get into your brain, and it can stay in your brain. And then you get all kinds of problems because metals have the tendency to oxidize. And when they oxidize, you can get all kinds of nervousness, anxiety, panic attacks, depression. Something that is a foreign invader is in your brain and it should not be there. It's not a place for anything external. It's a sacred space where your soul resides. So unless you do something about the situation, they will just keep being in your body for the rest of your life. They're not going to be detoxing by themselves because they are not supposed to be in your body in the first place. So doing something about it is super important when you have tattoos and even when you consider having them. So check yourself. If you're struggling any of the symptoms, having tattoos can definitely make things worse. I'm not saying that this is the only trigger and the only reason. No, this is just one of the sources you get toxic heavy metals from. You can get them from many different sources. The most famous ones are toxic chemicals and metals in perfumes, colognes, scented candles, air fresheners, all kinds of detergent, laundry detergent, which really negatively affect your neurological and mental health. By the way, tattoo inks don't come with the specific ingredients list that you can have a look and be like, okay, let me be informed. I just want to know what will be in my body for the rest of my life. You can't have that ingredients list. And even if you talk to the best tattoo artists and they will be like, okay, my ink has no metals, it's really vegan, cruelty-free, the best thing in the world, it will still contain metals. Maybe in the future they will create the type of ink that will make your tattoo stay in your skin and pop out for your whole life. But right now they haven't invented such ink. And don't forget that tattoo ink companies as well as supplement companies, they have the official right to have undisclosed ingredients that they don't put on a label. So even if your ink has a label and it's like, look, there is no metal, no mercury, no lead, there are still undisclosed ingredients. On the other hand, there are these sanitary issues that can occur. I'm not saying that always occur, but they very often occur when a tattoo artist is really busy, he has a lot of clients, and he doesn't have really time or patience to manage all the sanitary questions that rise up. Have you noticed that tattoo artists wear only black gloves or dark blue, dark brown, never white? Because tattoo sessions are messy. You can see a lot of micro droplets of blood being spread everywhere. So it's not just on these gloves that they obviously have to change, and they have to change the needle. What about the rolling stool that they are using to adjust the height to their clients? Sometimes they forget to change and sanitize the handle of this rolling stool. It can slip through, and I'm not here to blame the tattoo artists. I really respect them. I have friends who are tattoo artists, about bringing awareness to what can happen if you are doing a tattoo. But there is one more aspect I would like to mention. So when you're getting a tattoo, in this very moment, while the needles are, pumping through your skin, you are getting an adrenaline rush. And this adrenaline rush is making your adrenal glands very tired and weak, right? We don't want to use and abuse our adrenal glands in situations where there is no specific need for that. It's not an emergency for you to have a tattoo, right? And we want all of this precious life force adrenaline, if you are a woman, potentially to push the baby out of you with ease and not have a 14-hour delivery. Or maybe if you're a man, you want the adrenaline to have better reactions to anything, to life, to be stronger. We need this adrenaline life force for stronger hair for many different reasons. What can you do if you already have tattoos? Please don't rush to remove them, because we don't want to remove our old tattoos, because there is a possibility of all of these toxic heavy metals running through your bloodstream all at once, and we really don't want to create this situation for your immune system where it has to now fight off a gigantic, enormous amount of toxic heavy metals. And let's just keep our tattoos where they are, and let's prevent and detox our body, our liver, and remove the metals as soon as they get into the bloodstream. And we do this by using an incredible smoothie, which is called Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie. I've been drinking it for the past 5 years since I started this wonderful lifestyle. Make sure the recipe is the correct recipe, because there are some recipes floating on the internet saying that this smoothie is removing the metals, but they are actually not having all the ingredients, or maybe some of the ingredients are wrong. So I will make sure to pin the recipe in the comment section, or maybe in the description, so that you can double check if you are drinking this specific recipe. And my solution, for example, for myself, I will be doing this for the rest of my life, because I see so many benefits. I think it's the most delicious smoothie in the whole world. In case you still would like to have a tattoo, I would definitely recommend you think many times before you take this decision. If I had to go and make another tattoo, I would make sure I'm the first person on a Monday morning after the tattoo artist had a break. So if there is any pathogens that are, viruses, bacteria that are from other people's blood droplets, somewhere there is a die off, and you are not in any way connected to the sanitary issues that might occur. You can go as far as bringing your own box of gloves. Kindly ask the tattoo artist to use it if they don't mind. Obviously, they all have their own habits, but you can give a try. And make sure you eat before and after, because you want to help your adrenal glands to have a lot of glucose, natural sugar in your bloodstream, because glucose is your energy source. By the way, when I was getting tattoos, and let's say this one, Life is Beautiful, I really felt like I wanted to have an imprint of whatever was happening at that point in my life to stay with me forever, because I felt like this was ingrained good memories in me, on my skin. And that's one side. And the other side, I felt like I was more unique and more special. And if you are like me, I want to remind you that you are special, you are unique without having any tattoos, with zero inked skin. You are perfectly, incredibly unique. There's nobody else like you, and you deserve to be healthy. And know that taking care of your health is the best decision you can make ever. And one more thing, when we want to detox, doesn't matter if it's toxic heavy metals from tattoo, or maybe any other source, or pathogens, viruses and bacteria, old pharmaceuticals, pesticides, herbicides, perfumes, colognes, and the list is so long, it's just so crazy. It doesn't matter what it is. It's important to have your lifestyle and your nutritional approach with a low fat. To explain it better, I have made another video which you can watch here. This concept has completely changed my life 5 years ago. I wish I knew it 25, 30 years ago. So I hope it will change your life as well. And I see you in the next video.